Namaste everybody, welcome to YogaCandi. My name's Candace and today we have a hands-free class for you guys. I filmed one for the intermediate group last week, so today I wanted to do something for all levels. So just make sure you do what you can and don't worry if you need to skip a pose or you need to take a break, then feel free to do that. So we're going to start off at the top of the mat in mountain pose, big toes together, heels slightly apart. Hands down the side of the body. Just close your eyes, hug your belly back and take some deep breaths in and out of the nose. And keep the breath nice and deep throughout today's class. Just start to roll your head from shoulder to shoulder. Nice and slowly, keeping your breath nice and deep. Take another roll here. And then bring your head to center. Inhale your hands to the sky, look up. Draw them into your heart center with intention. Close your eyes, bow your head. Just set an intention for today's class. It may be, I'm going to stay present. Whatever it may be, just repeat it to yourself. Let's begin. Inhale, hands to the sky, look up. Exhale, fold from the hips, bend your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins, look forward and fold. Inhale, half lift, hands to the shins, look forward and again fold. Inhale the hands to the sky, look up and down to the sides of the body. Lift up through the left leg, keep it bent. Take a big step back into a high lunge pose. Bend deep into the front leg. Take your hands wherever feels more comfortable, either to the knee or to your heart center. We're going to be using the legs quite a lot today, so take rests in mountain pose at any point. Holding this for 3 deep breaths. To make an extra challenge, you can come onto the tippy toes of the front foot. Exhale, straighten the front leg and fold from the hips, just half fold, taking your hands alongside your body. If you need to keep the leg a bit bent, you can do that. And step forward, keep this left leg lifted, bring it to your chest. Opening up into our tree pose. So taking the inside sole of the foot, inside edge of the thigh, or you can take the foot just below the knee. Or even having the toes very slightly touching the floor if you're very bad with balance at the moment. Hands at the heart center, taking a few deep breaths. And release that foot, keep it lifted towards the chest. Step back into your high lunge once again, hands to the sky. Take a deep breath here. And exhale, open up into warrior 2. Bend into the front knee. Back foot 90-degree angle to the back of the mat and open up through your arms. Look beyond the right fingertips and breathe deep. Taking your right forearm to the right knee, inhale, left arm up and over your head, stretch. And then reverse it, taking the left hand down the left leg, right arm up and over your ear, look to the sky. And taking triangle pose, straighten the front leg. Take your hand to the inside edge of your thigh or the calf, or all the way down to the ground if you're quite flexible. Look to the sky or down at the ground, wherever you find better balance, and breathe deep. Back to our warrior two, bend into the front knee, open up through the arms. Back to high lunge, come up off the back foot, heel is off the ground, bend into the front knee. Now very slowly take your back knee down to the ground into a low lunge, so bring your hands to the front knee. The closer the back knee is to the front heel, the easier the stretch will be. So just go as deep as you want to go. You can always bring your palms or fingertips down to the ground. And exhale, straighten the front leg as best you can or keep it a little bent. Half split pose. Roll forward back to our low lunge, inhale. And step this back foot forward to meet the front. Exhale, fold forward. Hang heavy, hold on to each elbow and just hang heavy through the body. Bending your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the shins, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, look forward. And fold. One more time. Inhale, half lift. And fold. Roll your spine up into standing. Inhale the hands to the sky, look up. Exhale them to your heart center in prayer. Lift up through the right leg, draw it up towards your navel. Suck your belly back. Hold this just for a minute. And step back into your high lunge. Back heel off the ground. Hands wherever you want, up to the sky, at your heart center, or even bring it to the knee, wherever's more comfortable for you. Taking 3 breaths. See if you can sink a little deeper and maybe even come up onto the tippy toes of the front leg. One more breath. And now step forward, try to keep the leg lifted. If possible, don't worry if you lose balance. Knee towards the chest, hold it. Open the knee out to the side and draw your heel up and towards your crutch. Or take the heel down towards the ground, either on your calf or close to the ankle with the toes on the floor. But push that knee wide and open. Breathe deep here. A good balancing posture, this one. Wonderful for strengthening the standing leg as well as your core. Just hug it back towards your spine. One more deep breath. Keep that leg lifted, remove it from your standing leg and draw it towards your chest. Step back into your high lunge. Don't worry if you lose balance. Inhale the hands to the sky if this is possible for you. Taking a nice deep breath here. And opening up to warrior two. Rotate on the back foot. Make sure the back foot's 90-degree angle or so to the back of the mat. Bend into the front knee, open up through the arms. Nice deep breaths here. Now taking the left forearm down to the left knee, inhale the right arm up and over your head. Look to the sky. And reversing this, taking your right arm down your right leg. Inhale the left hand up and over your ear. Look to the sky. Reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg. Bringing your hand to the inside edge of the thigh, the calf, or all the way down to the ground. Lift up through the top hand to the sky. You can look to the sky, you can look down at the ground, or you can look straight ahead. Breathe deep wherever you are. And make your way back to warrior two. Bend into the front knee. Open up through the arms. And inhale, rotate the back foot back to our high lunge. So the back heel is now off the ground. Straighten through the front leg. Maybe jump that back foot a little forward, straighten through the front leg, and come on forward. Take your arms alongside the body. It's a bit of a different variation of pyramid pose. You can bend the front knee if you need to, but just make sure you feel a little hamstring stretch. And then inhale back to high lunge, hands to the sky. Take your hands to your front knee and very slowly taking the back leg, knee down to the ground, in for a low lunge. You can keep your hands on your front leg or bring them down to the ground. Breathe deep. And then exhale, straighten the front leg. Or you can keep it a little bent if needed. Just make sure you feel that hamstring stretch here in our half split pose. Back to our low lunge. Plant your hands and just step your back foot to meet the front into a forward fold, hanging heavy. Inhale, half lift, hands to the shins, look forward. Exhale, fold. Coming down to your bum, take your hands out in front of you, take a seat. Find your way to the center of your mat. And let's just take our right leg on top of the left knee. So we're in like a figure four shape in a seated position. If you have quite painful wrists, then make this a reclining figure four. So lie on your back and just take the shin of the right foot to the thigh of the left leg. Open the knee out to the side. Maybe you can grab behind the left thigh and just try to draw that leg a little closer towards your body. Breathe here. Slightly point the top foot and point the toes up towards the sky. So the foot's pointed with the toes engaged. One more deep breath here. Now cross that leg on top of the left, either once or twice. Send your hips over towards the right side of the mat. Open your arms out to a T shape and allow your knees to drop to the left. Taking a lovely twist here, look towards the right fingertips. Breathing into your twist, try to draw your right shoulder blade down to the ground. Make sure you're twisting from the upper part of the spine and not from the lower part of the spine. Taking one more deep breath here. Inhale your knees back to the sky. Uncross them. And let's swap sides. So we're going to take the left shin to the right thigh. Now you can sit up if you want. It gets a little bit deeper into the pose, or you can stay reclined. Just point the toes of the left foot, engage them up towards the sky, and maybe you can grab behind the right thigh. And breathe here, pushing that left knee open and drawing the leg towards the body as best you can. Take one more deep breath. Release the grip of the thigh and wrap your legs either once or twice in eagle legs. Send your bum over towards the left side of the mat and allow your knees to fall to the right. Open your arms out into a T shape. Look towards the left. You can close your eyes and try to draw your left shoulder down towards the ground. Giving in and softening through this twist, breathing deep. Feeling your spine releasing. Take one more deep breath here. And inhale your knees back to the center. Untwist your legs and open up into happy baby. So take your knees wider than your body, wider than hip distance, and maybe grab the outside edges of the feet with your elbows on the inside edge of your knees. Now pull them down towards the ground. If this isn't possible, just grab the shins or wherever you can and try to draw those legs down. Become aware of your tailbone and start to send your tailbone down towards the ground if it's lifted. You want to keep it close to the ground so that it's more about a hip opener than it is about curling your tail. So take one more deep breath here. And release your feet. Take your heels down to the ground, hip distance. Interlace your fingertips behind your bum and lift your hips to the sky so we're in bridge pose. Just taking a couple of deep breaths here in bridge. One more deep breath. And slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, lower your spine all the way down to the ground. Now straighten through the legs, have them a little wider than hip distance. Open your hands out, facing the sky, hands a few inches away from the body. Into our final resting pose, Savasana. Close your eyes, keep your face towards the sky. Just allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Breathe and just be. Allow your thoughts to pass. Pay them no attention. I'm going to be here with you just for a minute before we end our class, but you can stay as long as you like. I'm going to have a moment of total silence together. Don't skip this, stay here and be present. Okay, you can stay here, enjoy meditating, or you can end your class with me by wiggling your fingertips and your toes, and then rotating your wrists and your feet in one direction, and then rotating in the opposite direction. With your eyes still closed, make your way onto your side body. Take a deep breath here and slowly push yourself up into a comfortable cross-legged position. Sit up tall through the spine, taking your hands, the top of your palms to your knees, keeping the eyes closed, taking a few breaths. Take your hands to your heart center in prayer. Bow your head and just repeat your affirmation to yourself that you said at the beginning of the class. You can open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you everyone. I hope you enjoyed this hands-free yoga. It's so great, especially when you're just feeling, especially as a beginner, your wrists really do hurt in the beginning doing things like planks and chaturangas and even down dog. So this is a great class. If this is something that you're finding your wrists are a little bit fatigued, don't worry, they'll get stronger and you'll get there. It's also great if you've just injured a wrist, pulled a muscle in your shoulder and your arm, or whatever the reason is. I hope that this class suited you and you enjoyed it. So guys, please let me know in the comments below your thoughts on it, and also do leave me a comment on any future classes you'd like to see from me. It's always really great having recommendations from the community and to be able to bring you exactly what it is you're looking for. You can sign up on my website on YogaCandi.com and you can get a free ebook. That ebook will have over 40 different asanas to help you guys with pictures and explanations of how to do the pose, just in case it's something you're very confused about. That may help you. So feel free to take a look at that. And if you're on Facebook or Instagram, find me on there. I look forward to connecting with you guys even further. So until next time, namaste everybody.